Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 3 of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match now. Queen Zelina, the first woman making her way out here. She picked up a huge victory to qualify for this match, beating Beth Phoenix. The crowd don't seem to be on her side. She had a bit of a tussle with Charlotte Flair as well on Friday Night SmackDown in a tag team match. They couldn't seem to get on, and she actually ended up storming out at the end of that match, even though they picked up the victory. So that was a bit peculiar. But she's in her first women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Will she be able to get that briefcase and potentially cash it in, and maybe even leave Charlotte Flair behind? Maybe that's what that was all about on Friday Night SmackDown. Maybe she's looking past Charlotte Flair. Maybe she's done with all of that. We've been going back and forth since pretty much the draft. But she's going to have to go through some top superstars, and this is one of them. The leader of Damage Control, Bayley, looking to get that briefcase and potentially get that SmackDown Women's Championship back. She wants to control the locker room pretty much. Control the women's division. What a better way to do it than get that championship gold around your waist. She's got Dakota Kai and Io Sky on her side. So if she gets that gold, you best believe it could even potentially become a kind of situation similar to what we see with the Bloodline, where I'm sure Dakota and Io will be coming to the aid of Bayley as much as they possibly can. Haven't seen much of them in this universe mode though just yet. And next up we have the Empress of Tomorrow. She picked up a huge victory against Becky Lynch to qualify for this. So that, some people would argue, was a little bit of an upset. I wouldn't argue that myself, but some people might. Asuka is right up there with the best of the best in the women's division, as is Becky Lynch, as is Bayley. All of the superstars in this matchup looking to climb that ladder, get that contract, and bring home the gold eventually. Now next up, I believe this is Brie Bella. Yeah, Brie Bella, the woman who took, she's basically taken Carmella's spot and Bianca Belair's, because she wiped out Bianca Belair when Bianca was supposed to be in a bit of a warm-up match, or sorry, not a warm-up match, but a qualifying match for this match against Carmella. But Brie Bella decided, nah, you're not having that, I'm going to take your spot, and she picked up the victory against Carmella. That was Carmella's second opportunity, due to what happened the first time, where there was a controversial victory against Roxanne Perez, where Roxanne Perez should have pretty much been counted out, but she wasn't, and so she's qualified in this match. And here she is, Roxanne Perez. A big victory for her that was against Carmella. Carmella's been in the Money in the Bank ladder match, experienced in this match. She's won it in the past as well, so Roxanne Perez has some momentum behind her, as does Brie Bella, of course. So moving on, the next superstar we have out here is of course Nikki Cross. I believe she may have beat, it was either Liv Morgan or even maybe even Alexa Bliss. I believe it was quite some time ago now. I believe it was before the Extreme Rules pay-per-view that she qualified for this match, so we haven't seen much of her, but she wasn't able to pick up that victory in that tag team match with Alexa Bliss. That team reuniting just for a brief moment. Nikki Cross will be looking to get her first Money in the Bank briefcase. Imagine she's running around in the women's division with that. Hold on a second. Is this who I think it is? Oh my goodness, Rhea Ripley. Now, I did want to say as well, we've got 2 spots in this match that weren't confirmed, so we have 2 surprise contenders in this match, and Rhea Ripley was obviously supposed to be in a match against Ronda Rousey. We discussed this in the first episode, but unfortunately that match had to be cancelled due to an injury to Ronda Rousey. She picked up an ankle injury, and Rhea Ripley has, I guess, managed to squirm her way into this match. So she's already got her rematch with Ronda Rousey, but she could also end up with that briefcase. So potentially, if Rhea Ripley is able to win here tonight and beat Ronda Rousey, she could be SmackDown Women's Champion and hold the Money in the Bank briefcase. So then it will be down to her. Does she cash in on the Raw Women's Champion, or does she just hold that briefcase and wait until she potentially loses the SmackDown Women's Championship and keep that safety net for herself? So many questions can only be answered if she's victorious here tonight. She had an amazing start to her Universe Mode career. Just got toppled by Ronda Rousey, the baddest woman on the planet. So if she's able to get that briefcase here tonight, she's going to be right back on form once again. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Can it be? Surely not. Oh my goodness. Mandy Rose is the other surprise competitor here tonight. The leader of Toxic Attraction, making her return to WWE in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, what a way to return. Imagine she's able to win that briefcase. Could potentially even see a bit of Damage Control versus Toxic Attraction down the line. Well, what an opportunity this is for Mandy Rose. I believe that may be all the superstars now. It is, and we're going to get underway. Mandy Rose just straight into the clutches of Rhea Ripley, straight into a double-handed chokeslam. Rhea going for a bit of a relaxed kind of attire here tonight, not really too fussed about dressing up like some of the other superstars. Brie and Bayley on the outside here. Rhea Ripley going after Mandy Rose once again, just wiped her out, and Mandy is having none of it. She's coming after Rhea. Oh, and Queen Zelina wiping out Rhea Ripley there. Mandy Rose able to get inside, get involved. Just giving a big slam down to Rhea Ripley there. Now Mandy turns her attention to Roxanne Perez. The crowd absolutely delighted to see Mandy Rose back, and Rhea Ripley meanwhile at the top of the ladder looking to unhook that briefcase. She's got her hands on it. All she needs to do is unhook it. She couldn't quite. Roxanne Perez makes her way to the other side of the ladder. Rhea Ripley has 2 people to deal with here. Mandy Rose and Roxanne Perez. Rhea Ripley not happy with Mandy, just sending her to the outside, and oh my goodness. Oh, and an electric chair drop to Roxanne Perez from Rhea Ripley. Brie Bella trying to tussle with Rhea. She probably knows that Rhea Ripley could potentially be a threat to her sister in the future. Obviously, if she is able to win that SmackDown Women's Championship and this briefcase. Now, Brie Bella at the top of that ladder. To be fair, not long left to go at unhooking that briefcase. Now Asuka looking for the finishing maneuver, just taking out Nikki Cross there. Now into the Asuka lock. Rhea Ripley in trouble there. Is she going to tactically tap out? Technically, Asuka wouldn't even have to break the hold, really. No, Rhea Ripley able to power out. And straight into a face slam from Brie Bella. Mandy Rose working her way at Bayley here, just trying to wipe her out. Oh, and Brie Bella just catching Mandy Rose with a big drop kick. Didn't catch all of it. Oh, and now Roxanne Perez taking out Brie Bella. We've seen that ladder, that big ladder across the announce table being used in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Don't believe anyone actually got put through it though. I think Drew McIntyre attempted it, but Braun Strowman was able to get out of the way. So I wonder if we'll see that ladder being torn apart here tonight. Into a DDT in the ring. Mandy Rose. Brie Bella's all alone, but she doesn't have a ladder with her, unfortunately. So she's unable to climb. Rhea Ripley not allowing Brie Bella to go for whatever she's going for, but Brie turns her attention to Rhea. Now back to Mandy Rose again. Brie Bella would be a big threat with that briefcase. I'm not sure whether she would cash in on her sister or not. We've obviously seen in the past them two go at each other, turn on each other, so you never know. Brie's been at Nikki's side this entire time, so... Oh, but meanwhile, Bayley with the Bayley to belly. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Rhea Ripley taken down, but yeah, the Bella twins could have a safety net if Brie Bella is able to win that briefcase, because then if Nikki was to lose her championship, Brie Bella could potentially win it back, and then the Bella twins still have that briefcase in the family. A bit of a bloodline situation. They could form their own bloodline, to be honest. Rhea Ripley just climbing the ladder. A lot of brawling going on the outside. Rhea Ripley could potentially be winning this matchup right here, and oh my goodness. Well, the women's division has just been put on notice. Rhea Ripley winning that Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh my god. Well, I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. Now, obviously what we were talking about before, Rhea could potentially end up being undisputed women's champion. What a victory that is for her. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. What a victory that is for Rhea Ripley. We could be on the potential of seeing another kind of Roman Reigns kind of situation here with Rhea. A big victory for her. So she was a surprise contender in this match as well, which is interesting. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you smash that like down below, hit the subscribe button as well to be and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload. I was getting ahead of myself, thinking about what I was going to say before I said it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Another part to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So I'll see you then. Take care, guys, and peace.